Hey there, I'm Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Hanson Chien's P2p Paddle Deluxe Edition. What is up, you beautiful people? My name is Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. If you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look on the channel at past reviews. I've done all sorts of reviews on all of this stuff on this beautiful shelf right here, and I've also done some other series. I've done some interviews, some magician news, so take a look around the channel, find out what you like, and whatever you do like, comment it down below so that way I know what to do more of. But I'm really glad you're here, super happy, and let's get right into a magic review. That's what you want, right? That's what you're here for? You're here to learn about P2p Paddle Deluxe, right here. Let's do it right now. First off, you need to know, what is P2p Paddle? Well, P2p Paddle is an effect from Hanson Chien that is now the latest version that he has updated of his original P2p Paddle. The gimmick looks highly realistic, and Hanson will also teach you how to use real biscuit sticks to perform this effect. But what is the effect? Well, this can make chocolate appear, vanish, change, and transport on a biscuit stick. This genius idea takes the classic to a new level. The P2p Paddle comes in two versions, Standard and Deluxe. The Standard version includes one set of gimmicks, and the Deluxe version includes two sets of gimmicks. You just need to make your own choice. Each one also comes with a tutorial video that's about 30 minutes long, with an additional video that has about 10 minutes of footage that teaches you some bonus effects and how to use the updated versions of these props. Now that you know what the P2p Paddle is, let's talk about some more questions you may have for this. Let's start off with difficulty. How difficult is the P2p Paddle to use? Is it difficult? Is this a hard trick? No. If you know the paddle move, that's all this is. It's just a prop to use with the paddle move. So if you know the paddle move, then you know how to do this. If you don't know the paddle move, it's a classic move in Magic, and it will just take you a little bit of practice to learn. Let's talk about the angles for P2p Paddle. The angles are okay. They're like any other paddle trick for the most part, 180. You don't want to have your audience behind you for best results. It's going to look better from the front, obviously. Another thing is, do you have to go out and buy anything? Any DIY, any crafts work, any arts and crafts, anything like that? Not really, not any arts and crafts, but you might go out and purchase some of these original biscuit sticks. I don't remember the name of them. I actually bought some when I was at the store last time. I'll put them like up here in the corner, like a picture of them in a real box. I think they're called Pocky sticks, something like that. So if you want to go out and buy those, you can. They're these chocolate biscuit sticks, or the strawberry coated biscuit stick. This is basically what the packaging looks like if you're going to go buy it in the store, which is nice. And I do love the packaging on this, which is a positive. But we'll get into the positives in just a second. Do you need to, worry about setting up anything for this? Not really. As long as you have the gimmick on you, then you're pretty much ready to go, unless you want to, have to worry about storing a real biscuit stick like this somewhere. Like if you're out walking around, the chocolate's going to melt on these things. So I recommend not using a real biscuit stick. Don't do that presentation. Do the presentation with these, so that way you don't have to worry about them melting or anything like that, and you get, chocolate all over your clothes. That wouldn't be good. Now let's get into the negatives and the positives. What are the negatives? We always start out with the negatives. I believe that this is a little bit overpriced. For $60 and you're only getting two sets of gimmicks, that's a lot. Like, this is $120 right here for 4 biscuit sticks. That's what, quick math, $30 per biscuit stick? That's a little out of price range, I think, for what this effect is. But it's still really cool, and that is one of the positives. Is this is a really cool organic feeling effect. It uses food. It's something you can just pick up. Oh, you have this like Pocky stick lying on the table, and then you pull out and you do a magic trick with it. It could be this that was lying on the table, but I really do like the effect. I think it's really cool. It's going to make some cool social media videos. It'll look good in real life, but I think it is overpriced for what you're getting. Another positive, though, is the tutorial video. Hanson always has great tutorial videos, with one exception. You do have to read the subtitles on the screen. He always has great camera quality, though, and audio quality. For the second bonus video, the audio quality is not up to par with a normal Hanson Chien production video, but I guess that's just because it was an add-on and they didn't have time to schedule a filming or anything with proper camera equipment. You can still hear him and everything. It's just very different from the first video, and you can tell a difference that there is not a mic being used in the second video, but you can still hear him okay. Another thing is the packaging looks great. So great packaging, but now let's get into what would I give this out of 10. Honestly, if these were priced, I feel like a little bit cheaper, I'd probably give these like a 9.5 out of 10, because I do really like them. But because they're overpriced, I do feel like I need to take a point off. So I'm going to give them an 8.5 out of 10 because I do really like what you can do with these. And I think if you buy 2 sets of these, you know, being able to do like a transformation of like being able to put like chocolate onto a pink one, or like flip the empty pink one and then you flip it to like a full chocolate one. You know, you can figure out how you want to do that. But I do think this is a really cool like gimmick, and you get to actually play with these and figure out what you want to do with it. What would I give this out of 10? An 8.5, like I said. Let's move into the price. I've already talked about it. These things, if you want 2 sets of gimmicks, $60. That's pretty pricey. I feel like if you want 2 sets of gimmicks, they should be more like $40. I feel like that's a better price. So $40 for one of these is what I think this should retail as. Also, I know I mentioned earlier, like you being able to customize, you know, what you want to do with these. Like, do you want to use pink and then they vanish and it changes into like a chocolate one over here that like has chocolate on it now. But I just want to be clear, you can't do a stick that turns from chocolate to pink itself. It would have to be like one stick loses its pinkness and another one reappears in chocolate on a second stick, which is kind of a negative. I wish that there was a stick included on here where it changed from pink to brown for strawberry to chocolate, or vice versa. I think that's a really cool gimmick to include, and I don't know why it's not in here. But with that said, still a decent effect. Not decent, still a really cool effect. But that really just brings it down for me. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. And I also appreciate Hanson Chien Productions for sending me this product, so that way I can do this for you beautiful people out there. Now, even though they send this product to me, I still give you unbiased reviews. I don't want to persuade you in one way or the other. I want you to make an informed, educated decision after watching one of these videos. Do you want to purchase this? If you do, the link for it's in the description down below. And if you don't, that's fine too. Remember, you can support me on Instagram at TylerLunsfordMagic. You can go follow me over there if you'd like to. I post some cool things like behind the scenes and sneak peeks, all that good stuff, polls you can participate in, so love that. But if not, I get that as well. You know, I just love you being here for all the way to the end. It means a lot to me. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm not gonna act like I'm not at least a little bit hurt, but I'll let it slide for this one. But thank you so much for being here, seriously, and hopefully I'll see you in another video I post. Remember, be nice to people, and take care.